Shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Watch
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hood, spilling it work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean. Lead guys and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special guests, making flicks and so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
On to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute.
The Dub live out here at Life Oak Cliff High School where we have a battle.
Do it again. Yeah, 2, 3.
The Dub live out here at Life Oak Cliff High School where we have a battle of two undefeateds. We got Trinity Leadership coming in at 2-0 versus the home team, Life Oak Cliff, 2-0. Standing here live with the one and only from the Dub, Pat O'Teasy. O'Teasy, how you feeling about this game today?
Man, hey, it's the puppies versus the vets, man. Trinity see the heel of the vets. Coach Will been on me all week talking about, hey, man, how you pick against us? You know, I think the hype of LSOC is in the building, man. We're going to see if them pups can stand up to Trinity. Trinity look big out here, man, so my pick might be off today.
Man, this is going to be a great, fantastic game. Life Oak Cliff has a young squad, but this is a squad for the future. Trinity Leadership, on the other hand, they're on a mission. They're on a mission. They both in Class 3A now. So, hey, we're looking forward to a good one out here.
No doubt. Salute. Where's J Mac?
J Mac. J Mac in the building.
All over there. J Mac, get J Mac on there.
J Mac. Here goes J Mac. J Mac of the Dub, baby. J Mac. We got a good 2-0 battle right here, J Mac. What's your assessment on this game?
Hey man, it's a rivalry, man. Seems like it's a rivalry. They're ready to get it. That's what it look like to me. I see a lot of focused coaches, focused players. Like they coming up. They coming. You know, we got coach, get that dub, come on Sunday. That's all I can say. Yes, sir. There you go, man. You know, he said everybody picked against me. I could afford to pick Trinity. I don't know. Maybe I did.
Hey, once again, the Dub is live out here. Shout out to Hall of Fame TV. The Dub. Let's do it. I already know how we going, big takes. Hey, y'all should never came, bro.
All right. Oh, didn't get that off of there. Here we go. Boom. There we are. Man, if it ain't live, it ain't miss your boy Bo, episode 126 of the Dub High School Podcast is going down. I'm your host, Pat Botees. I ain't been in here in about a month, so I'm trying to get everything, get all this rust off of me. And I'm back. B-Rise, what it do, homie?
What's up? Hey, I'm back too, man. It been 2 for you, been about 3 for me on the wins, but hey, I'm back. Hey, man, get it back rolling, Pat. We gotta get back to normal, man.
No doubt, no doubt. And at the top, hey, my guest co-host, Raymond Pup, aka what it do?
Man, what's going on with everybody out there in the youth sports and high school sports world? Checking in.
No doubt. So last week, was that last week, Ron, when y'all had the show about the girls football and all that?
Or
was that 2 weeks ago?
Maybe a couple weeks ago.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. Shout out to James Pointer, to Harker. I always feel like I'm butchering their name and stuff. I used to call it Tanahara, Tahara, Tashara, to Harker. Does that look right to y'all?
It look right enough.
All right. Well. Sox finest, rocking with us tonight. James Pointer, of course. Hey, man, step in the background, man. It's going down. Appreciate you. And then, of course, we got fire Jason. Dang, why they got fire Jason Key?
What he do? He just playing what he got.
No, for real, bro. Like, he his fault. It ain't his fault.
Hey,
they going out to Jay Kidd, man.
I know he get ready to go out of coach.
Oh man! Shout out to J Mac in the background and stuff. He's taking a J Mac Dub salute, taking a sabbatical. Well deserved rest. He been blowing and going. Yes, sir. Shout out to Raymond Wesley. I got a cake guy. Hey Raymond, you ain't never made me no cake.
Oh,
that's messed up. He made a cake. He made a cake for you, didn't he?
Yeah, he made me a good ass cake.
Yeah. And then he made Coach Carr the cake with the whole jersey. It was so thick, it was like you can put the jersey on.
Man, say Pat, man, my cake, man, them kids ate all my cake up. I only had one small piece of them kids, boy, I say, boy, them kids did nothing on me.
Yes, sir.
She said you got it right.
All right, good deal. I'm happy we got that right. I don't like butchering names and stuff, so I appreciate that. I don't need you slapping me next time you see me in public. But hey, man, we got Coach Jeremy Flowers in the background. We're gonna bring him on in a minute from the Oak Ridge School in Arlington. And before we bring him on, we just got a few house cleaning things we need to take care of. The first thing we need to take care of, and I'm super excited about, is a dub first. I cannot believe this. I wish I had a drum roll. I need to add a drum roll to the arsenal stuff we do. But bro, we got a sponsor. And not only do we have one sponsor, we potentially have two sponsors. The second sponsor is probably gonna check in next week. But hey,
What? Yeah!
Oh yeah, I got to start coming to work now. So why I say let me come to work? Hey, it's time to start coming to work now, Raymond. You know what I'm saying?
It's time to start clocking back in.
I know they're gonna clock it back in there. They're gonna type
Attendance might mean something. Attendance
right.
Hey, and so shout out to our new sponsor. Here we go. Boom. We got Maniac Prints. They're out there in Forney. Not only are they a sponsor, I'm a client. I always use them to do the dub shirts y'all been rocking and stuff. They are the ones that print those shirts.
Yeah, I see one.
Huh?
I got some of the prints on too with the big U.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They even do the prints for our youth league. All our prints for the Big U Sports League. They are responsible for that. They do all the prints for that. They do banners. They do flags. They do vinyl. They do everything. Shirts. Just all types of stuff. They're gonna cut us a commercial next week to kind of let us know and show us all the stuff. They got a nice facility, all these big old giant machines out in Forney. I always go out there and they always greet you with a smile. And Denora is out there. She'll be the first person you see.
and she'll be there to take your order and get you everything you need. The other thing they do is they're linked in with school districts and stuff. So any school districts out here in the Dub, this is a high school sports show. So all you school districts that are tuning in, you need any playoff shirts, you need shirts for whatever event you guys got going on, graduation, anything like that. Check in with Maniac Prince. They are quick too. Like literally today, I put in an order this morning and I had the order back by 1 o'clock. That was crazy. But they bend over backwards to get the work to you, and they're freaking awesome. So make sure y'all check in with our new sponsor, Maniac Prince, at 214-924-7776, and check in with Ms. Denora. She'll get you right. All right. So Raymond, how your week been so far, bro?
Man, getting ready. It was a busy past weekend. Had a lot of teams in town for the big tournament or whatnot. So Sunday was a long day. Got a busy week coming up. Got a lot of games and stuff going on. My daughter's game, Hillcrest High School girls flag football game is Saturday.
Yes, sir.
So spoke with their team and coach today about how this thing moves forward, man. So hopefully some good things that can come up out of this with that girls flag football sport. And we'll talk about that after we kind of can make sure all of that is lined up right. But I look forward to some big news coming out about that. Hopefully for the summertime and some to carry the sport on once it kind of ends right here in May. So yeah.
Love it, man. Be rise. Hey, this has been tripping me out this week. I don't know what happened this week in the Metroplex with AI, but they done made a cartoon of us, dog. They
They got J-Man looking 10 years older.
Boy, they put some big ass calves on J-Mac too, bro.
They got J-Man all gray. He all grayed out. God.
He all grayed out, dog. And wait a minute, they just got Coach Carr and lost about 50 pounds. Man, Coach Carr about a 260-pound lineman, 70-pound lineman right now, and they got my boy looking like he on your diet plan, dog.
Right, yeah, they got really like a little teenager.
Yeah,
right.
You ain't got no facial hair, dog.
No facial.
I think they paid me right though. I think they got me right over there. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Not far
wild. That's wild, bro. But hey, guys, without further ado, we're gonna bring on our guest. He's coming out of the Oak Ridge School in Agtown, Texas. He's got some very interesting hires that he's bringing out, and we're excited to bring him on. Welcome to the Dub, Coach Jeromy Flowers. What's going on, boss man?
Hey, man, how y'all doing, man? Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate what y'all do.
No, I appreciate you, man. And if I was pull the trigger, you came in with some claps, some applause or something like that. So there you go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, sir. Well, man, like I do with all my coaching guests, and I love what we do on the Dub because, in the off season, it's about the coaches, and the regular season is about the players and the teams and stuff. But we like to highlight the coaches and kind of see what coaching gold we have in the Metroplex and stuff. So with that being said, man, kind of run us all the way back to where you played high school ball, where you played college ball, and how you ended up here at the Oak Ridge School.
Oh man, I'm a James Bowie volunteer, man. In Arlington, man. So I played my football at Bowie High School, man, and I loved it, man. And probably some of the best years of my life, man. And I went from there, man, and I went to the University of Arkansas. I was blessed to be just a 4-year starter out there. I was underneath Danny Ford, who had won a national championship at Clemson, came over to Arkansas. So I got to play my first 2 years underneath Danny Ford. And then my last 2 years, man, we were really blessed to get probably the best coach that I played underneath during my career. Was a Houston Nutt came in. And those last 2 years, man, we went to the Citrus Bowl. in 1998. Lost to Michigan, played against Tom Brady and the A Train out there, and David Terrell, and kind of like one of my little claims to fame. It's nothing like one of the people I'm going to tell you about I have on my staff later, but one of my claims to fame is I picked off Tom Brady in that Citrus Bowl and sacked him. So, and then but and in that same year earlier, we're in the SEC. We played Tennessee, man, and I picked off Peyton Manning too. So I use this little trivia, man. Like I tell, if I'm talking to
Man.
kids, if I'm talking to kids and stuff. I'm like, man, who will name one defensive back that's picked off Tom Brady and Peyton Manning? And I'd be like, well, you looking at him right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Wow.
so that's kind of my claim to fame, man. And but no, we beat that second year, man. The first year we were SEC West champs. The second year we made it to the Cotton Bowl and beat Texas. In that 99 and 2000 season. Then after that, man, I had some a brief stint with some teams in the league, and then ended up playing arena football for about 5 years. After that, and then got into education, man. I felt like if it was time to hang up the cleats, the good Lord allowed me to play ball for a long time, and then he gave me a football mind, and so I wanted to use that to be able to coach young people and instill, what I learned and pour into young people and help them just be good men and on and off the field. And so I started my coaching career actually at Lamar High School in Arlington under Eddie Peach. He's a coaching legend, out here in Arlington, man, and in the state of Texas. So he gave me my first job, man. So I went there and I was there for about 3 years and took the head coaching job in Indiana. So I was coached down there in Indiana for about 2 years and went to a big time high school in Illinois called Homewood Flossmoor High School. Played in a state championship there, lost to Stevenson in a 7A classification, and then I actually came back to Texas and got into private school, man. It was my first stint at private school and went to Southwest Christian School, man. And that's been such a blessing to me, man. I really, I've always been a man of faith, man, but SCS is Southwest Christian was a school that just continued to groom me in that area, and we had two semifinalist teams, and that lost to Dallas Christian 2 years in a row in the semifinals, man, 2 years in a row. So, and we had some good teams at Southwest Christian, man, and my son played on those teams those years that we were dominating. He's now the safety at. A strong safety at Virginia Tech. So y'all look him up, man. He's balling out, having a great spring out there. Start off at Rice, got honorable mention, all conference out there this past year. They let go of Coach Bloom at Rice, and his defensive coordinator left, and wanted to get a transfer portal, and so ended up at Virginia Tech. Man, he's having a good spring ball, and so he was part of those teams. And then, I got out of coaching for about a year and a half here because I wanted to. I have another son that play. He's on a full scholarship at Ouachita Baptist, playing basketball. I have my son playing, college ball at Virginia Tech now, and I have a daughter who's a stud at volleyball. She'll be a D1 volleyball player, and so I want to watch them. Coaching take all your time. That. So
absolutely.
And so I took off about a year, and then I felt, God just tugging me back. I need to be out there to coaching these kids like I've been doing, and so. The Oak Ridge School, they gave me a call, man, and it's been a blessing, man, and just really pray for open doors and closed doors, and God, whatever door you open up, I'm gonna be obedient and walk through it. And the Oak Ridge School called, man. They called and they tried to give me about 2 years ago too. They tried to give me about 2 years ago, and it wasn't the right timing for me, man. And they called this time, and they weren't gonna let me say no, and so. Been there,
really?
man, but I'm back in Arlington, man. I'm back in Arlington now.
Back
man.
home, where it all started.
Yeah, man, back in Arlington, man. And man, I'm so excited about that, man. And this is a school. Matt Berge's our head of school, and Chad McDonald's our athletic director, man. And man, we really want to get this thing rolling. All of our sports really rolling at the Oak Ridge School, man. So just excited about this opportunity, man. I'm in Arlington, we in the middle of everything. So we got Dallas near us, we got South Grand Prairie, we got Mansfield, we got Fort Worth, so we try and take this thing by storm, God willing, man.
Oh man, I got about 3 more questions now. I'll pass it to my co-host. One question is, What years did you play at Arkansas? What year was that year that you intercepted Brady? Because one of our co-hosts who's not on now, Coach William Carr, he was on the team with Michigan. I don't know if he was on the team that you played against when you got Brady.
Man, it was 1990, 1998, man, and that was the year that we placed at Michigan in the Citrus Bowl. But I was there in Arkansas from '96 to 2000, and so yeah, yep.
So you remember William Carr?
Yes, I remember that name. I do remember that name.
Yeah, All-American from Carter who played at Michigan.
Oh yes.
Yeah. He played in Michigan. I just don't remember what year he came out. He might have came out in '98. He might have been on it. I know he played with Brady though as well. Yeah. So and then the Arena League thing. He played I think with the Orlando Predators if I'm not mistaken. What team did you play with back then?
I was at the Grand Rapids. I started off at Chicago Rush, and then the Grand Rapids Rampage, and then I played for the Tulsa Talons too as well. So
okay, yeah. I wish Coach Carr was on here because I guarantee you, y'all got some cross referencing and all that type of stuff going on. So okay, J Mac said it was 94 through 98, so he definitely would have been on that Citrus Bowl team. So you played against big number 96 in that game. When he was
we almost got him. We almost got him too, man. Almost got him. So
they got out of there. Okay, good deal. You mentioned Southwest Christian, and that's in Fort Worth, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I remember me and my brother, I mentioned in the pre-show that we run a league and stuff. So back then we was running a league called Texas Select, and there was a lady named Michelle Lacey that used to help us get the field over there. And so we actually played at that field, at your field, because it's the turf field with the baseball field connected, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at you and I'm like, man, I kind of remember him from back then because we had to kind of set everything up at the field, and one of the coaches had to be at the field and stuff like that. And we played there quite a bit. We did our playoffs there, and thought it was a cool little atmosphere out there. It was a very unique situation with how the field was configured.
Man, yeah, that's the spot out there, man. It was you probably seen me out there a couple of times, then, man. I was because someone was always out there cooking up some hot links, man. So I know I was hitting that little grill station up out there, man. So yeah, you probably seen me out there.
I just remember chasing kids out the baseball diamond all day long. Like, why y'all over there? Don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time you look up, bro, they just kept leaking further and further toward the building. You be like, bro, like, what is this configuration?
Nah,
that's how it was at the Friday night games, man. We have administration all over on the baseball field chasing them kids around, man. Yep.
That was funny though, but yeah, man, we appreciated you guys' hospitality back then, and that was my little tidbit because we, like I said, we played there for a little bit, and then I thought about it recently. I'm like, man, why we never went back out there? But I appreciate the hospitality back then, and so you said you've been gone for, I think we might have lost coach for a hot second. I think he got Le Mans Wi-Fi. Oh man, hey, the comments are funny as heck, boy. We got Shalencio, Rabonda, and Taharka just triple teaming on B Rise and stuff. On B Rise.
Where Coach go?
Oh, he coming back. They triple teaming you on B Rise on the comment. But yeah, Coach. So you said you took the little sabbatical, and then now this is the place to be. My last question for right now, because I got plenty of other questions, is the draw. You kind of already told us what the draw was coming back, and now that has come full circle. That makes sense, starting out at you said at Lamar with Eddie Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yep. And now it's full circle. Raymond, where did Greeny play? Did Greeny play at Lamar? Or did he play at Sam Houston? I can't remember.
I thought he played at Everman.
No, he played in Arlington. There was a running back named William Green back then. Probably when you played, you had to have played with them or against them. He might have been at Sam Houston. But
William Green,
he
might. William Green might have been at Sam Houston. I remember that name. He might have been at Sam Houston.
Yeah, top speed running back, ended up going to Oklahoma State. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure it was at Sam Houston.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so a lot of connections here, a lot of connections here. But so the other thing is, you guys have made a couple of hires that are extremely interesting for this type of school. And then this type of school is more so. I know we got TAPS, but
Mhm.
what division of football you're in? Because there are some familiar names on this list for me, like Green Hill School, Coach
Mhm.
KJ Williams, that know
Yeah.
very well. And then is it All Saints that's in there?
No, All Saints used to be in the SBC. You know, that's the conference we're in now. They used to be in SBC. Now they've gone over the TAPS. They've probably been in TAPS now for about 4 or 5 years now.
Gotcha. Let me see. I got it on the list. Let me go to the list. I'm trying to do it off of memory, but bam, here's the list. Fort Worth Country Day. That's the school I was trying to remember. Fort
Hmm.
Worth Country Day. You guys, Green Hill, some other schools that didn't make the list. I just want to focus on the top four. Houston Christian. So is this a school in Houston?
Yeah, but yeah, it's in Houston, man, and they were pretty good last year, man. They I think they lost in the state championship last year to TVS, but they're a real good school.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pass it to my fellas. B Rise, you got any questions for Coach?
Yes, sir. So, Coach,
Yes, sir.
so tell us about that hire, about the LT hire. How do you get a coach like LT at in your
Man,
program?
Man, it was kind of a crazy deal, man. You know, he was just LT was just kind of looking for a different, school for his son because his son started off with 6-man football, and so he's kind of looking for a different school to come to, a up and coming program, and so he visited Oak Ridge just on the whim, checking out the school. The Oak Ridge School has a lot of good diversity in it. 49% of their student body are students of color. And so I think that was even a draw to him, and just having a high academic school. So he just visited, and he said that the athletic director at the time told him like, hey, you know. We're about to hire this new coach. We're about to announce him here in a little bit. And LT was just like, well, let me, I want to see who that hire is going to be, and if I can help out in any way, and I would love to. And so they announced me, so he looked me up and looked at some of my history, and I of course know who he was, and we had some ties that crossed too. And man, we actually met at I actually met at a Texas Roadhouse, and we chopped it up there and talked about it, man. He was like, man, yeah, I want my, my son to come over and play, and I would love to be a part of the coaching staff, man, and help out, man. I was like, and who is not going to let LT on the coaching staff? You know what I'm saying? Who's not going to let him
Right.
on the coaching staff? So I was just, I asked him kind of what he wanted to do, man, and we chopped it up and talked about that, and I said, hey, about how I would think LT you would know how to coach some running backs, right? And
Right.
yeah,
Right.
so he want to do that. I'm making him my actually my run game coordinator, and he's going to be our running backs coach. But like we talked about before, y'all, man, it's man, a lot of y'all have played. And there's some cats in the league I play with, and in college, that I play with, and stuff like that I want near my high school players, because because I want men of character around my players, and LT's a man of character, man. He's a man of faith, a man of character, man, and more so than anything, NFL Hall of Famer, man. That's awesome. I love that, but more so than anything, I like the fact that he's going to be able to help our young men just grow into just professional and good men in the community, man. He's going to be a big part of that too. So excited about him. So.
So
No
any
doubt.
players, so tell us about any of the players on the tell about the impact players you got on the team this year.
Man, the impact players that we have, I believe that we have probably the best player in the SBC conference, and a young man named Cole Worthington. I have a guy named Steve Calhoun. He works with a lot of NFL quarterbacks. Worked with Jordan Love right now. I was working with Russell Wilson. Works with a lot of big names, quarterbacks. Every once in a while he'll come down and be like, Coach, I'm coming to Texas, baby. I'm gonna come to the DFW area. Let these high school kids know, man, I'll train them for free for a day. So he came in and he worked with some quarterbacks. You know, that's when he worked with some receivers, and we had some kids coming in from Duncanville to Soto and all over the place, Arlington, and at the end of the camp, I turned to Steve and I said, "Man, Steve, who's the best receiver you had out here, man? The best one?" And Steve said, "Hey, I'm telling you, Cole Worthington. You know, and he's all about probably 5'9", 5'10", but the kid can move fast. He can get out his breaks. He can play running back. He can play receiver. Um, this dude won the district in the 300 hurdles. He's a dude, man. So real excited about having him back. And I got our quarterback, Luke Dearman. He was a starter last year. He transferred in from Martin High School in Arlington and had a good year last year, but can't wait to get my hands on him. He's going to have a big year this year. He's going to be a good leader, a big leader for us. Um, Josh Dees, man, he's going to be a baller, linebacker type kid. Play some tight end, big physical kid. So um, he's going to be a big part of everything that we do. I've got a young man named Gary Nunn, who's I think is about to jump on the scene and do some big things at running back and some safety probably. You know, so we got some good kids. Easton Jeffries, lineman, D lineman. He's going to wreak havoc. Easton Jeffries is probably a young man that he has the potential to go play college football or college baseball. He's a real deal, man. Thick, strong kid, and yeah, we got some good kids out there. Will Lemons, I can go on. We have some great skill kids. Will Lemons is out there, you know, and um, I'm excited, man. It's going to be a great opportunity for these kids to get some good coaching and um, and really set this thing. Like I told them, I walked in my first meeting. I told all the players, I said, hey, you know, I didn't come over here. You know, I might remember this, man, from a famous UFC fighter back in the day, man. But I told these kids that, hey, I didn't come to the SBC to take part. I came to take this sucker over, you know. And so that's how I feel about these young men. They're putting in work right now, and we're gonna try to take over this thing, man. And I'm excited about the young man I get to coach.
Love it. Love it. All right, Raymond. Before I go to you, Raymond, real quick, J Mac wanted to know what position does LT Son play because he wasn't mentioned on that list.
Yeah. He's this will be his first year. This will be his first year. He's not even at the Oak Ridge School yet. You know, so he'll enroll here and start summer workouts here when we start going at the end of May. So he'll get rolled in. And he plays some quarterback, man, and I'm excited about his potential, man. He'll be a freshman next year, so excited about his potential.
Okay.
And what he's going to bring to the table too, man. A smart young man, cerebral, likes to think, you know, and I'm excited about his future too as well, you know. So,
man, excited about that. All right, Raymond.
All right, Coach. So, how do you get your pipeline? How is your network set up right now? Or have you, because I know you say you just kind of started in April, but what is your plan for a pipeline of athletes coming into your school?
Yeah, you know, in private school, you know, you have to. Everybody kind of shies away from the word recruiting, man. But in private school, you have to recruit. You just got to do it the right way. And what that means is just so y'all have some history on it, so you can't. You know, I can't be the first contact, you know, of reaching out to a kid. And so our biggest pipeline for recruiting kids is, you know, our football players, you know, so they know kids around and so they reach out to kids and you know, and now we're telling them the good news about, hey, you know, I'm over there. We got good coaches coming over. I didn't even tell y'all this, man. You know, so you know, y'all remember back in Arkansas, probably like 2005, in Arkansas, about 5 years after I did, there was a good running back tandem at Arkansas with Darren McFadden and Felix Jones. Y'all remember them names, right?
Oh, absolutely. Felix
Yeah,
Jones played here with the Cowboys.
Yeah, Felix with the Cowboys. So man, we got Felix Jones to jump on as our wide receiver coach, you know. And so now we got kids in the community that's telling, hey, we got Felix Jones gonna come over here, our wide receiver coach. We have LT that's gonna be our run game coordinator, our offensive coordinator has coached at the collegiate level before, you know, our defense coordinator's had tons of success where he's been. And so our kids start selling that and they start having their friends start reaching out to you know, to us, you know, and then once they reach out to us, then I can now talk to them and our admissions director of admissions can start talking to them as well. But think of where we're at, y'all. Like we got kids from everywhere coming to Oak Ridge, Duncanville, DeSoto, Arlington, Mansfield, Fort Worth, and we're in the middle of all that. So once those kids start talking to other kids and see what we're trying to do there and how they're going to grow as athletes and young men and all that stuff, and we're in a perfect place for it. So that make the pipe where I'm at makes that pipeline easy. But it's really through the kids that we do that, and the parents, they start spreading that word around, and get different programs and onto our field, youth programs onto our field, so they can see this beautiful school and start getting 7-on-7 teams over to our field, so they start seeing a beautiful school, and there goes your pipeline.
There it is.
Mhm.
J-Mac said you had a junior high connected to the school as well.
Yes. So our school is pre-K through 12th grade. So the littles all the way up to the seniors, and then it's all on one campus.
All right, and then I got DJ Landor just enrolled at Oak Ridge School. He's a Under Armour All-American athlete for 2030. Oh Lord, it's getting serious.
I see.
Dog. DJ Lander.
DJ.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog, man. Boy, he's a dog. Hey, man, if you could play 8th graders up in high school, man, he might be one that could do it, man.
Man. Okay.
He might be one. He could do it. And now I'm not gonna put him running in between them tackles though, because he's still he's little right now still. So I ain't gonna do that to him. But he could take a reverse to the house though. So,
man,
yeah, be a little baller, man.
I got one more question for you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I guess as far as the kids in the private schools, TAPS, and your league, I see online, I guess you see a 3 or 4 star that's in TAPS or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be seeing people say, "Oh man, they're not paying nobody."
Right.
They not. They shouldn't be a 3 or 4 star because of the competition.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel kids in the TAPS or in your league can actually play with the kids in the private sector?
Yes, absolutely they can, man. I'll tell you this, man, and I'll keep it 100% real with y'all. Back when I was playing, that was the thing, man. That was in the mid '90s and early '90s, mid '90s when I was playing. That's what we thought. Man, private school is where the kids went that can't play. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I thought. And then that whole thing has shifted right now, man. The private school world right now, man, they can compete and play with a lot of the public schools around here, so that's a myth from the past right now. No, now I'm not saying that we can go out there and play with Duncanville. No, I'm not saying that at all. But there's the way All Saints is playing right now. They can go out there and compete. With some of the top schools out there, and we're going to be a program that's going to be able to start competing with those schools. But we played Dallas Molina, which is a 6A school, and when we beat them my first year at Southwest Christian, double digits, and that was with private school kids that we will probably be a 3A, a big 3A public school or a small 4A, and we went out there and beat Dallas Molina. We've beaten public schools in a 4A, a 5A, a 6A levels, being at a private school. So that myth has changed. I know y'all heard of Parish Episcopal, right?
Yeah, Parish. Yeah, we've had them on the show multiple times, and yeah, they beaten Alito.
Mm-hmm.
They've taken Sock to the limit a couple of times.
Right.
Yeah. They the real deal, Holyfield.
Yeah, so that's a myth now, man. These private schools they're the real deal. Now they're proving it, and that's why I see a lot of public schools not wanting to play the private schools anymore, just in fear if the private schools beat them, right? They don't gain anything from it, but they can lose a lot because those kids are like, man, I should go over to the private school and get that education, and you still go beat up on some people, so.
No doubt. And you think about Bishop Dunn a few years ago with that.
Good example, Pat. That's what I'm thinking of, Pat. That's
Coach Rob was there, bro. They went off. They won 2 or 3 state titles. They had some major athletes in Nebraska and Oklahoma State and everywhere. I mean, they were Arkansas. Yeah, they had one of the top corners went to Arkansas. So I remember them. My son almost played at Dunn or whatever, but he ended up going to Duncanville.
And y'all know that, man. Y'all been doing this long enough to know, man, that if a kid can play, if a kid is a dog, them colleges are going to find that kid no matter where they at. It don't matter what school. If he a dog, he can be at a private school, public school. He can be at Duncanville, or he can be at Southwest Christian School. If he's a dog, them colleges are going to find that dog no matter what. It could be a homeschool kid. If he's a dog, they're gonna find. They're gonna find him. They're gonna find him. And so, yeah, that myth has kind of been blown up a little bit, man. And but here, man, I've been a public school guy before I was a private school guy, so I got much respect for all these. And I'm a public school product, man. So I got a lot of respect for all the public schools, man. You know, but the private schools are putting in work and really starting to grow and do this thing right.
All right, Raymond, I'm sorry. We got to get back to you. I know you got one question in, and then we went on a tangent.
Oh, man. That was where I was going with it anyway. But one of the other things that I was just going to ask, I'm kind of curious of. So what is your play style, Coach? What's your principles? What's your play?
Man, I love that question, man. You know, I think to stay up with the best practices with coaches today, man, is again, I got to learn from just some of the best, like I said, Danny Ford, Houston Nutt, Jeff Kemp was my high school coach, taught me so much just as a as a DB, man, and just learned so much from some great coaches. A guy named Craig Bazia out in Illinois. He's at home at Flossmoor High School out there, man. And one thing I learned was this, man, is it's not the way it used to be, coaching. You have to be able to adapt to the style of kids that you have at your school, and here's a perfect example. I've been a 20 personnel, 10 personnel, love zone, power, counter, and I love to play action off that stuff, and get my athletes in open spaces and all that stuff. And when you have the dogs to do that, man, that's what you do. And but if you don't have the cats, and 1 year at Southwest Christian, I didn't have the receivers to really open it up like I wanted to, but I have 4 cats that can run the ball. I had a quarterback that can run the ball. I had a true fullback that can run the ball. I had a wingback that could run it. Another wingback. I didn't have a lot of guys that can catch it, but I had one guy that could. Man, we hopped into the wing tee, old school wing tee,
man,
and beat the brakes off of people. And here's the deal: don't nobody know how to defend that no more.
At all, bro.
Man. And but we went to back-to-back semifinal. Guy named Dan Edelman was my offensive coordinator back there, and he's man, great guy, man. And we put that thing in one spring and summer, man. And they didn't know who was getting the ball, and the next thing you know, we scored 60 yards, 75 yards, 50 yards, and rolling it off. So I love that question because offensively, my style has adapted to the talent that that I have on the team, and I think that's how you have to adjust as a coach, and that's why I got to continue to make sure that you're open to change and seeing what people are doing. So when you have a different set of kids come in or different style of kids come in, you got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to adapt your offense. But bottom line is, our offensive line is going to be physical. We're going to play extremely physical with how we play. It all starts up front with those guys, and then we'll grow from there depending on the talent that we have. But traditionally, like I've been like a 20 personnel guy and a 10 personnel guy. Love 11 personnel to add a tight end to it, just because you make people defend the pass and also cover a gap and an extra gap in the box in the run game. So. I was multiple like that, but if I don't have the skill to do that, I'm not going to do that. Now, I will say this: on defense, I'm a 3-4 guy, man. I love the 3-4 concept. I am from the old school a little bit. I don't get in the 3-4 just to blitz. We read guards and we gap exchange and we'll bring some pressure when we need to bring pressure. But I like to teach these kids fundamental football, and that's and that's being a good reading team and defensive line, getting your hands on, get your hands off, stay in your gap, and being a secondary guy, I like to mix it up, with what we do, and we'll play coverage based off the wide receiver distribution, So we like to mix it up like that. But I've traditionally been a 3-4 guy. back when I was with Eddie Peach, where the old school 4-3, play 4-3 man, you know. So I highlight some of that concept too, you know. But I'm a 3-4 guy, man, and we'll do some stack stuff too, you know. You know, some broken stack stuff, and I'll mix it up that way too. So yeah.
So if you 3-4, so you must got a space eater right there. Who's your nose tackling your middle linebacker? Because they are very key in that type of defense.
Yeah, I have a young man named CJ, man. He played as a freshman last year, big boy. He's working hard, man, and so I believe we're gonna have a nose in CJ to be able to control that center, and you know, in a 3-4 you gotta, that center has to be able to draw a double team. He has to be able to have that center and a guard on him. So if he ain't doing that, you can't play. That nose can't be a nose. He has to be able to draw a double team. And I think even more so, the guys that we're going to be able to put at the 5 techniques, the defensive ends, what we're going to expect out of them is a lot. And I think we have some 2 guys that can play a jam technique like we like, and really cause some havoc, you know, out there. Our 2 we'll play with 2 inside backers that you know, my philosophy was this, you know, like I want my inside linebackers would be they were the guys who were like the second string running backs. They weren't quite ready to be the starter. Oh yeah, give them dogs over there to me. I can make them go on the defensive side. You know, so that's what I like to do, is find them like running back type styles for my linebackers. So yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, we got to have a nose that makes double team. That's where it starts out in the 3-4. So
no doubt. All right, give me a second, guys. We got a new sponsor, so I got to break in the middle of the show real quick and shout out to our sponsor. We have a new sponsor. I see Coach Carr in the chat. But hey, Coach Carr, we got a new sponsor, Maniac Prints, 214-924-7776. Holler at Miss Denora. Get y'all prints. The Dove shirts have been printed up from them. They printed up stuff for the Big U Sports League. They do banners. They do all types of stuff. They're out in Forney. They got a big old shop out there, and they can fill your need quick. I put in an order at 8 o'clock this morning, and that thing was ready by 1 in the afternoon. I had that service. With that said, we have a commercial coming in with them in the future. And man, what we got here? We got Coach Carl on the show.
Oh boy.
Coach
Carl. Salute.
Coach Flowers, how you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? You doing all right?
Yes, sir. I'm blessed, my man. I'm blessed. Congratulations on your new gig, man.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Carr, he said he potentially played against you. He said he intercepted Brady when he was at Arkansas when they played Michigan in the Citrus Bowl. Did you play in the Citrus Bowl?
Did they win or lose that game?
Yeah, y'all beat us, Coach. Y'all beat us. Yeah. I think you're trying to be funny, Coach. I think you're trying to be funny. I think you're trying to be funny, man. But yeah, we fell a little bit short, man. We fell a little bit short. So
you gotta take the good with the bad, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got your pick. Would you rather have to win? Yeah, probably win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a win-win, right?
Yeah, it is, man. It is, man. It is, man. That was a good game, though, man. Good atmosphere.
Dope, man. That's dope. Hey, man. You played with Jesse Cornelius?
He was right. He was, yeah. So his senior year was my freshman year. So his senior was my freshman year. And then you remember EB, Eric Branch?
Yeah, EB, yeah.
Yeah, EB. He was he came in with me. He came with me as a running back from Dallas Carter. We came in together. So our little freshman class that came in was pretty dope, man. And but yeah, EB was another cat that came out of Dallas Dallas Carter too, and in that freshman class going into Arkansas. So
yeah, I went to Carter too. So I played with Jesse then.
Okay,
and I know EB,
yeah.
EB when he was playing with the Redskins. That's how long I knew him.
Yeah.
That's my guy. See, who else was out there at Arkansas at that time?
You know, so when we were there, our best team, you know, was Anthony Lucas was out there. He's one of our receivers. He went to Green Bay for a couple of years at receiver. Kanoy Kennedy, he played with us. He was a free safety. I was a strong safety, and Kanoy Kennedy, he was with about 8 years or 6 or 7 years with the Broncos and went to the Lions out there. So You know, he was a well-known name out there. Trying to think, Clint Sterner. Y'all remember Clint Sterner? Clint Sterner's my guy, man. You know,
Yeah,
Quarterback.
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah, he played for
yeah.
the Cowboys for a little bit, man. You know, we were
Yeah.
he's the one that took all that slack. You know, he was we were playing Tennessee. We're both 8-0. The year we played you, coach, in the Citrus Bowl. So that year we was 8-0 and we were playing Tennessee. Back when they had T. Martin was the quarterback. When they won a national championship, Peyton Manning
Yeah.
left and they brought in
Yeah.
T. Martin. And
Yeah.
and we was beating them with about a minute and a half left in the game. They were number 1, we were number 8 or number 9, but this was like for it all. Like we win this game, we probably go to the national championship. And we stopped Tennessee. And I don't know if y'all remember this. Look it up, man. Like we had the ball, we're just trying to run it out, and coach not just hey, we're just going to boot it out, waste some time, you know, let's get up the field and and go down. And Clint pulled out on the boot. Our lineman pulled and tripped Clint. And when Clint went down, he braced himself with the ball on the ground. So he had the ball in his hand. And how he braced himself is he put the ball to brace himself and left that sucker on the ground. And Tennessee picked that thing up. And then they went on a little drive and won it at the very end of that game, man.
I remember that game.
I
Yeah,
remember
man.
that
Yeah.
game. Oh.
Yeah, dog. That's my boy Clint, man. But he went out. He played with the Cowboys for a little bit, man, and did a good job, man.
Did you play with was Sparky McEwen out there at Grand Rapids with you?
Yes. He was
OC?
the OC. Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator. Yep. He was there. Clint was at the quarterback at the time.
Dozell.
Clint Dozell. Yeah, Clint was the quarterback at that time. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Then you played with you was out there at Chicago Rush. So who's the D line coach, the D coordinator over there?
Oh man, I was there for. I went to the Rush. I was there, and then the first year I'm trying to remember who the D line coach was before I went to Grand Rapids. Honesty was the head coach. You remember Honesty?
Yeah.
Honesty
I
was
remember
the
him.
head coach. Yeah, I can't remember
Was you out
the
there
DC.
at Sunbridge?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you started coaching in high school.
Yeah, so I went to my Eddie Peach at Lamar, high school. He gave me my first job as a secondary coach at Lamar High School. Now, and that was a great staff to be around, just because I feel like I became the most knowledgeable underneath that staff, because Eddie Peach was there. Actually, his son is the head coach at Arlington High right now, Scott Peach. And so I had Eddie Peach, David York was a defensive coordinator, just a lot of old heads, man. And I learned so much from those guys, and being able to be with those guys for 3 or 4 years, man. And I think that really sparked me in to being the head coach, that I am today, is learning, this true football, from those guys. And that's back in the day, when coaches, man, all the good coaches, man, you started off like in junior high, man. You were a junior high coach for a little bit, and then you went up to high school and they groomed you up. And it's not like that really anymore, man. And to each their own with it. But I learned a lot from them cats, man. Being a part of Lamar High School, and took my first head job after 3 or 4 years being at Lamar. So
Yeah, that's dope, man. We used to beat up on Lamar too, so it's okay, coach.
yeah, you did, dog. You did, man. I can't
Coach,
say,
I've
hey, man, I ain't got
been
no jabs to throw at you right now. I ain't got no
Hey,
jabs.
coach, listen. Not a lot of people do, coach. Not a lot of people do. Okay, don't take that personal, coach. Not a lot of people do.
Hey, coach, you might have to put Seagoville on the schedule. You say,
Hey, man.
Hey, we go mano and mano, baby. Hey, leave the preseason schedule.
Hey, it depends on what Seagoville you calling out.
Right.
You can call out, if you calling out the football, the pass clickety clack.
Uh-huh.
I can't confirm nor deny that. If you calling out these flags, nah, we'll beat the hell out you.
Hey, matter of fact, coach, you gonna have to. That's one thing you gonna have to add in there, man. There's something big right now. Is the Metroplex, is the girls' flag football Coach Carr is the head coach for his team at Seagoville. My daughter plays at Hillcrest High School, man. So yeah, it's a thing now. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, we have a teacher at our school is Coach Trebe at the Oak Ridge School. I know she is really trying to get that going at the Oak Ridge School, man. I'd be all about that, man. It's I mean, it's another way for our young ladies to go out there and compete, man. And after years and years of being told of what they can and cannot do, man. And I think that's a cool another avenue that they're busting into right now. You know, is that flag football piece, man. And I would love to see it at our school. I'm not going to be surprised, man. Y'all seen how how much volleyball is just blew up right now. They're playing in the football stadiums now, and look how women's basketball is just gone crazy, man, and doing their thing, man. And flag football has a chance. Our girl, the ladies flag football has a chance to blow up like that too, man. I really do, man. I'm anxious to see how that's going to turn out, man. I think it's going to be a real good thing, man.
It's gonna be dope, man. I'm happy for these girls. Anything, give them a chance to go to school for free.
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm with it.
Yeah, for
Hey,
real.
Coach, are you the athletic coordinator as well, or just the head coach?
No, it's I mean, I love my title there now, man. It's just as director of football operations and head football coach, man. So that gives me the autonomy to really just grow the football program all the way up from the young kids, that's why, talking earlier about the flag, the youth football piece, man. Like I want to
Right.
grow the youth football there. I want to grow the flag football out there, man. And our middle school football team's about to take off. Talking about DJ Landers, man. We're about to take off, man. So this gives me time to really grow the entire football program from the littles, man, all the way up, man. So it's when I tell you I want to blow this thing up, man, I'm trying to get everything out there, man, because we have the space to handle it, man, out there, So I really want to start with them young kids with the youth football and then the flag football thing. I want to take over there. So but make sure y'all hit me up on that, man. I'm serious about that, man. Bring them kids
No
out
doubt.
there, man.
No doubt. You'll be getting a call
How
from
many
me
fields?
tomorrow.
How many fields you got out there, Coach?
Say it again.
How many fields do you have out there?
So if you were to do the 7-on-7 piece, man, we have enough space to have at least 10 fields out there, 7-on-7, man. Enough space to do 10, and then, we have our main stadium out there, for just a 11 man, we have our main stadium. And then we have we have two stadiums that we could play just a 11-man football game on too. So, and we can get it rocking out there too, man. With that, but the 7-on-7 piece, man, y'all just come out and visit me. Y'all think I'm playing, man? Come out and visit me, man. I'll tell you what we got. I'll show y'all around, man. And
that'll be tomorrow.
I'm swinging by there about Thursday or Friday. You ain't got to worry about me.
Yeah, come through, man. Yeah, come through, man.
Hey, put your number in the chat, Coach. In the chat, not on the Facebook chat. And like,
I got you, Coach Carr. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I see your wheels turning too. I already know where you're going with it. So we definitely.
And I think I know what you think about Coach Carr, and I need to talk to you about that too. My wheels are spinning and went with yours.
Yeah. Because like what you said before, man. When we did it at Southwest Christian, man, that's just a good spot, man. And for me, that gets these young kids at the Oak Ridge School. They're like, know how it is. They're like, where are we at? Those youth football players, we get those parents are like, what school is this? I need to come check this school out. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So that's what I want to be about, man.
No doubt. And hey, we're here to accommodate it. But let me ask you this: how many kids are in the program? Are you gonna have a varsity, JV, a freshman, or just a varsity and a freshman?
Yeah. So here's where we're rebuilding a little bit. So the plan is to have even by this upcoming season, I think with the attention that we've been getting so far and the kids that's been coming visiting the school, I think we'll have a JV and a varsity, and that's what the school had been used to having. I think that the last few years it's just been a varsity team that they've had because of numbers, but we're with the kids that we have coming to visit right now that we're real excited about. I think that we'll be able to put that JV back together and have our varsity team, and then we of course have our middle school team too as well. And so my hope is that we can, come out here, next year and have, 45 to 50 players. If it's not this year, if it's not that, we'll have 40, at least 40 to 45 out there, and so, but I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this quick story, man. I first, I came from before I went to SES, I was at a 7A public school in Illinois called Homewood Flossmoor, man. We were a powerhouse, man, and 7A played in the state championship, and we had about 150 kids, we could choose from. We're two platooning out there, man. We're nationally ranked out there, man. It was and loved it, and I felt the calling to go, moved back here and hopped on at Southwest Christian, man. And we went to spring football, man. My first year, we went to spring football. And I go out there, man. I'm hyped up, ready to go. Get these kids out here, man. I roll out there. We have 17 kids out there in that football field. And I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me out here, man. And so I couldn't be hard on them because I couldn't have anybody quit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, man, 17 kids, but and God is good, man. We went from 17 kids, man, and then the next year we jumped up to about 30, and then the last few years we were there, man. We had 60 plus kids in that program, rocking, man. And so that's what we're gonna do at God willing. That's what we're gonna do at Oak Ridge too, man. We're gonna blow this thing up. I can see us having 40 to 45, maybe hopefully 50, and then after that, we have the success that I think we can have. We're going to continue to grow, as fast as we can.
Hey, I know last year the team, and this is your first year with the team, but they're used to winning. So the good thing is, you can enhance what they've done and take it to another level.
Right.
And so with that being said, what is your I guess in this level you don't have spring ball, you just you're going through the paces, getting as many practices in and stuff. What is your plan for the fall as far as preseason games or scrimmages or whatever? Like Coach Todd likes to make it as hard as hell on his team, give them teams that they will see in the playoffs from the beginning. What's your philosophy on that?
Well, you know what, man, we are going to do a spring football, man, and remind me, Pat, because I'm gonna I'll shoot you those dates, but it's gonna be like May 6th to May 15th. We'll have a spring football and out there just to get them going. We've already started our my off-season program already with those kids, and so my philosophy going into after spring football, I'll be able to assess a little bit more, but we'll come out and then we'll have 2 scrimmages. Right now, for me, the scrimmages are just to be able to assess where we're at, where we at, and so I typically don't like to, play no world beaters at that time. I like to just play a team that's going to be competitive, so I can assess and see what changes I need to make, and try to get out those games injury free. That scares me to death, man. Like I hate getting them kids injured in those scrimmage games, man. So just get out those things injury free, see what we can do. Get my ones. Let me see my ones. Give them about 15 to 20 snaps maybe, and get them suckers out of there. And see what the backups can do after that. So that's how we're going to try to manage it, man. When we had the really good teams at Southwest Christian, man, we played Dunn. We played Bishop Dunn. That's when who was that Bishop Dunn, the DB for the Cowboys? He was a head coach there for a little bit. Mario
Edwards.
Yeah. Mario Edwards. He was a head coach out there. So when we had the good teams like at SCS, like we want to play like the Bishop Dunns and all. That's when y'all remember when Bishop Dunn was rolling, man. And so we played that. We scrimmaged them, and we like to scrimmage some public schools and do that. But when we get to that point at Oak Ridge, we're gonna do the same, man. But like I said, we're gonna get in and out of there quick with those scrimmages, though. So
love it. Coach Carr, you got anything else? We're gonna let Coach Flowers roll out in the next 5 minutes or so.
Picking up game, man. I'm listening to him on his program, so he got to go in the right way. My mind ain't stopped rolling yet though, so it's all good.
Right. I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Like, I definitely got to make a visit to the campus and see what you got going out there, man. We super excited. Raymond, B Rise, you got anything? Well, B Rise, these women been clowning you in the comments tonight, bro. You got to fight back, dog. You got to
I
fight
know
back.
my life now. Hey, I'm all the way, man. I'm all the way. All the time. Hey,
Man.
I'm undivided attention.
Boy, yeah, they going in now. But other than that, though, Coach, I'm like my brother, man. I'll definitely, far as I like to tie in the youth league stuff, and there's, I'll real quick. I run a youth 14U program, the prep U 14U program, and we got some they're 8th graders, and what they do is they play in that to get them that all season work before they hit a high school football field, man. And Patrick can tell you, we've had a lot of great alumni come through that pipeline and through that program.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we definitely love to talk, because our teams would pull up. They play out there, man, and you can see them firsthand. Some of those kids that are coming out. So
no doubt. The Corian Moore is one of the alumni. We have Marshall Curvin. Marshall Curvin played in it. So yeah, we a lot of kids, good kids that I remember we was talking to some kids on at Wilma Hutchin on one of the program, one of the top DBs. He played in it. Had some kids at Dunkerville. When they saw me, they ran up to me. They played it. I'm like, good Lord, this thing run deep. So yeah, 14U Prep League is really dope, because for like a lot of teams, they don't get to do spring practice, have spring games. So these kids actually learning how to play against the caliber competition that they're going to see in high school. And now they get all that afraid to hit and afraid to get stuff out of them playing against those kids. By the time they get to high school, a lot of them have turned out to be really great athletes. Then we had a lineman in Melissa, like just everywhere. So yeah, it's a great thing. We'll definitely have to chop it up about how we roll that out as well.
All right, man. Hey, y'all already said it, so don't play with me, man. I need to see y'all here in the next couple of weeks, man. I'll show y'all around, man. Man, lunch on me. So ain't no excuses now, man.
Hey,
come on, man.
Lunch on me, lunch on 3.
Yeah. Yes, y'all come through, man. Come through.
Yes, sir. Well,
Yeah,
Coach, man, we appreciate any shout outs to any of your coaches, that great staff you're formulating.
Give us the whole staff, Coach. You gave us a piece and piece, man. Lay down that whole staff, brother.
Yeah, so I have my offensive coordinator is a young man named no, not a young man. We about the same age. Named Jeremy Orsall. He coached a little bit, at the collegiate level. Great offensive mind. I'm really excited about what he's going to do. I'm excited about him and LT tag team, and they've already started talking a little bit already. LT will be the running game coordinator and the running backs coach. Dan Edelman has been coaching this game for a long time, probably the wisest man on our staff. He'll be working with our O-line, and then our wide receiver coach on the offensive side is going to be Felix Jones over there. And one guy I need to tell you about is on the defensive side. Our defense coordinator is going to be Tucker Christensen. He's been with me since I came back to Texas at SES, man. And he was a young guy when I got to SES, man. And this dude is a big time up and coming guy. We got the same philosophy on defense, man. And so y'all remember that name, man, Tucker Christensen, man. He's a real one, and I'm real excited about him. And then this is one, I told you I play with a cat named Kanoy Kennedy. Look him up, man.
Oh, absolutely. And hey, when them kids start acting up in practice with LaDainian, and just tell them to put on that Hall of Fame jacket and let them know what it is. Coach Carr was cracking me up about how the kids be. Sometimes they think they know more than you do, and you just got to show them. You just got to show them sometimes. So we appreciate you jumping on, Coach.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you. Coach froze up, and Dub salute, and we'll get with you. All right, Dub salute. Yeah, he froze up, so that's the perfect time. All right, guys. Yeah, but hey, great coach, man. Great. I love that. I mean, he was so excited to be on the Dub, and I didn't know what to expect. But man, it's just amazing, Coach Carr, how we bring these guys on, and they have so much cross references and the 6 degrees of separation and all that with all of us on the show. Like somehow, some way, we've crossed paths. It's crazy.
That's true.
All right. So I do have a treat. I don't know if you can see it because of the screen Oh God, can you see it? No, you can't see it. Can't see it. Oh Lord, I have a trophy. Yeah, a trophy for Coach Carr with your name on it. I have a trophy for J Mac with your name on it. Your names is on the bottom. Y'all will be receiving those sometime this year, whenever we meet up again. I have a trophy with y'all name on it.
Man, you know how deflated I felt. I was so
No, it's
excited.
not.
Here's the thing. I was so excited because I was going to get a chance to experience my victory, my win. I had to share the spotlight with another dude.
Oh, come on,
A whole year later. He didn't have to wait a year. I got to wait a year to get my trophy, and then I got to share it with the dude who's getting the trophy this year.
You know what? He ain't lying though. Coach Carr trophy from 20. He got 2023 on here. We in 2025. So hey, charge it to the budget. Charge it to the budget, man. Charge it to the budget.
Man. Don't even sweat it, Pat. Listen. They don't call you janky for promoter for nothing.
No, hell no. You ain't gonna throw that jacket on me. I'm a great promoter. Don't throw that jacket on.
You're a great promoter, just a lousy trophy getter. I wanted my trophy for you. Let me tell you. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you the history of the Dub trophies. I'm just gonna tell you the history of the Dub trophies.
All right, go ahead.
Matt got the first trophy.
Right.
Matt trophy was broken.
Yeah, but wasn't that so Dub? Wasn't that so Dub style?
It was so Dub. Cool. Yes. Then the next year, you didn't even get it. You gave a trophy and then give out a trophy. And then the next year, after that, the person gets a trophy in less time, but he got to share the stage with the guy who got the trophy the year before.
All right. Hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give J Mac his trophy in 2026. It'll be 2 years old.
Keep the tradition going, Pat.
Oh man.
He said keep the tradition going.
Hey man, Jeremy Flowers was a great coach, man. We've had some great coaches come through, man, philosophies and stuff. I can't even say this on the air, but me and J Mac was talking about a coach that just got a job, and he just don't fit the coaching profile. It was I ain't gonna name his name though, but I was just like, when he got the job, I was like, oh Lord. But then you get people on like Jeremy, and you be like, yeah, this dude can coach anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. I like a coach's coach. But we were just laughing about the coach that got this other job. I almost said it and slipped, and everybody would know who I was talking about. But yeah, man, we got to get coaches out here, man, and I love it. So
he just got the job. Does he still have a job? Did he just get the job?
Who's that?
Who you talking about?
I can't talk, bro. If I say the team or they sure ain't gonna say the coach now. I ain't gonna throw him on the bus.
I'm asking a very specific question though.
Okay.
The question is, does he have a job? Did he have a job? Did he quit a job?
No, yeah, he had a job and then he got another job. He got an upgrade of a job. So
from head coach to head coach.
From head coach to head coach. Yeah.
Did he start the other job?
Huh?
Did he start the other job?
He ain't started the other job yet. And you know, there's a lot of jobs that man got this year.
Did he start the job before the job?
Huh? Did he start the job before the job? No.
So the job that he left, did he start it and left? Or
no,
he was there for a little while?
No, he was there for a little while, and then he just got an upgrade. And you know, me and J Mac.
But you don't think that coach is a good coach? Is that what you're saying?
Me and J Mac don't. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you gonna throw J Mac on the boat too? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. J Mac got riding this boat with me. But
okay. All right. Yeah. I'll find out later. No worries.
Hey, but the school is I ain't gonna even say that. But now, but yeah, I hope, because there's somebody else that's in this situation, and we're not talking about you, coach. We're not talking about the coach we just had on the show last Sunday. You good. We appreciate you. We got love for you, Jacoby. Good job. Great upgrade. But no, it was somebody else. And then, dang, you made me forget my other thought. It was another thing I had. I can't remember. But anyway, appreciate y'all, fellas. Y'all got anything in closing before we get up out of here? As I lost my train of thought on my other point.
Not the words Waldo shirt. Why? Why?
Damn.
Really, Ramonda? Really?
Oh my god. But they going in on my boy. Look, where is it? Where they comment? There the comment right there. Oh, I know what my other point was gonna be. I wasn't gonna snitch on the coach that I was talking about like they just did at Horn. I don't know what's going on over there. But I don't like it. I don't like it, man. Coaches. If you're coaching up under a head coach, you gotta have your head coaches back. You got to have your head coaches back. Because what happens is when you do what you did to that coach at Horn, you probably gonna have a hard time getting a job somewhere else. You probably gonna have a hard time getting a job somewhere. You can't do that, guys. You can't do that. And this is 2 times that this has happened in the last calendar year. And I don't like it. And we ain't gonna stand for that on the dub.
So is that.
Yeah, but it's
These
us.
dirty writer scandals.
Yeah. but Willow, but on that same point, we get mad at UIL, want to protest UIL this and
right.
UIL this. It ain't UIL. It's the people in your own backyard.
Bruh.
Listen, B. Rise, it is UIL. Let me tell you why it's UIL, B. Rise. You know what they said? They said, if coaches, we blame y'all. If y'all know anybody that's cheating, tell on them. Tell on them. And they told on them.
Gave him a Charleston White syndrome.
Charleston White.
Sometimes Charleston White is right. So I can't necessarily disagree with that. Sometimes he be on his,
That's true though.
That's true.
That's true though. That's true though. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, but this is my point. I understand where you're coming from, Coach Carr, but when you do something like that, like if you didn't do that, this coach will still be where he's supposed to be. If you don't do that, then that coach has still got a job. If you do what you do, then how can any other coach trust you to be on their staff?
Saying what my man did was right. I don't condone that.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
He you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man. I always say it, man. You just don't know how people gonna react.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
so
this.
you can't get mad at people for whatever reason they mad at you. You know what I'm saying? It was something you did that pissed them off to the point where they felt they needed to go there.
No, but this is my whole point. So you do that, but then you kind of chop your own head off because you're not going
to. Do agree with that? Yes.
Yeah. That
you can get that job.
I think it becomes a battle of the word integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes you balance it out. Like, because you may know something that's going on, but then it is a fine line of, if you do say something, you do run that risk of your career may not be on the rails anymore. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you don't say something and it comes out later on and you knew about it, then you become complicit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very fine line.
Kind of not though, because everything falls with the head coach. Everything's gonna fall with the head, and so they're not gonna put as much on all the assistants or stuff that's under them. It's always gonna roll uphill to the head coach. So even if they knew something here, they don't know if he knew or if the whole staff knew, or if the lunch lady knew, or if the janitor knew, or if the person that opened the field knew. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just an unnecessary thing that happens sometimes. Hey, you got other ways you can get your pittance back. I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah. With you, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, my man probably weighed all that you talking about, and he threw Casa to the wind.
Bro, look. He went YN syndrome. He just crashed out.
Yeah, he crashed out, Coach. You can't get mad at that young man for crashing out. I don't even know the coach, but whoever he is, he crashed out because he felt like he needed to. He felt like I was messing with him.
But tell him to join PE class. That's about all it's gonna be going forward.
Listen, and that's fine, because you know why? He can make a good living.
Less stress.
And ain't got to worry about no foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And he still ain't gonna be a coach. Head coach.
I mean, nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, they ain't gonna even let him coach the intramural team in the PE class. So
No, that's a wrap.
Hey, episode 126. That's a wrap, man. I appreciate y'all. Any shout outs before we get out of here?
Nah, that's it on me. I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, Dub 126 in the book, man. Shout out to Maniac one more time, man. Our sponsor. We up out this thing.